Okay, before we get into the episode, I need to tell you that Next Level November is live. Next Level November is here, my friend. Can you believe this? So every year for the past 3 years, it is our biggest promotion, the biggest launch that our company does ever in the entire year. It is happening right now. Next Level November is live. What is Next Level November, you ask? Well, it is a whole month of the most incredible and amazing offers that we never do in one entire month. So every single week, all 4 weeks of Next Level November, there will be a brand new offer that comes available that you will be able to see, you will be able to take part of, you will be able to action, do something with it. And after 7 days, it expires. And the next week, something new pops up. So it's like this little gamified promotion month where we give you access to step into the next level version of yourself. So you can next level your confidence, your relationships, and your life in general. It is such a freaking fun month. There is so much goodness going on. It's all happening. You got to click thequeenofconfidence.com, head to my website, or you can click the link in the show notes. Why am I sharing this with you? Because it only happens once a year, and we try to make it the biggest thing possible. So the shit that we offer, we never offer again. Like seriously, we never are able to offer it again because it happens only in November. And we get really crafty because each week has to have a new offer. So my team wants to kill me in Next Level November, but we bring the goods, okay? So if you are looking to level up your life in any way, shape, or form, your life, your business, yourself, your mindset, you don't know. There's a lot of cool shit happening in Next Level November. So just get your booty on the list. Go to thequeenofconfidence.com. You'll see Next Level November right there on my website. You can click on it. It'll show you everything. You can be a part of it. Click the link in the show notes. If you're listening to this on any podcast platform or on YouTube, just click the link below. Get your booty into Next Level November. Let's level up your damn life. Okay, back to the episode. Hola, hola. It's your girl, Erica from America. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. This podcast is all about helping you stand in who you are. Stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Start standing as your fully expressed self. As you are, queen, as is, there is no filter needed. You are fucking awesome. And I am here to remind you, I'm a confidence coach, a business mentor, a speaker, an author, and I am obsessed with women standing up, showing up, and creating their confidence. And I cannot wait to dig into today's episode with you. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the podcast. Oh my God. Yo. How could so many things have happened since we last spoke, my friend? It is wild. Like, first of all, we're in Next Level November, which is our biggest promotion of the year. We're about to hit week 2, as you're listening to me, in Next Level November, which is wild. And there are a few things that I haven't caught you up with, and I'm so sorry that I haven't told you. Firstly, I'll tell you the small thing that's big, but it's a little bit small compared to the second thing. So I don't know if you remember a few episodes back. Those of you that listen to the podcast, y'all would know. If you're new here, welcome, my friend. But I was sharing about doing scary shit and how you got to do the uncomfortable things if you want to get results in your life that you don't currently have. You got to be willing to do the scary stuff. We can do hard things, all of that. In that episode, I remember telling you my commitment to submit for a TED Talk because I was so scared, and still am, about doing a TED Talk and nervous. I speak all the time, and every time I speak, I'm nervous because I give a shit. But the TED Talk thing was really, it's a big one for me, if I'm honest. And so I was like, I'm committed. Don't worry, I'm going to do this, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just coming in to let you know that your girl applied to do a TED Talk, TEDx Talk. So I did that today, and I was really scared, but I was like, nah, I'm doing this. And I want to say the process of putting together your ideas and your thoughts and your talk and what you would speak about, and then submitting like a raw 60-second video of what your talk is about was so good for me, whether I get the talk or not, because it's application only. If your theme or your topic doesn't match what they're trying to do, you don't get it. And that's cool. If I don't get it, I don't get it. But I feel like I'm going to get it because I'm going to manifest that I'm going to get it. And at the end of the day, the whole point was applying because I was scared. So I just want to let you know that your girl is keeping tabs. I'm keeping myself accountable to you, my friend. So thank you for being here. So that's done. Okay, I did that this morning. I sent it, submitted it, gone. And on Wednesday, which if you're listening to this, when this comes out on Tuesday. The day after, oh my God, the 8th of November, I am interviewing Gary Vaynerchuk on my podcast. Yo, in 2 days, one day, tomorrow, as you're listening to me, I will be interviewing Gary V on the Confidence Chronicles podcast. Now, if you don't know who Gary is, go and Google, stop this tape and Google Gary Vaynerchuk, please. Those of you that know, you know that Gary is the reason why I started this podcast. Literally, I was sitting there breastfeeding my kid, minding my own business, trying to get inspired, watching YouTube, binging YouTube every freaking day, all day. My little kid, he was like 2 or 3 years old, my eldest. At the time, he would say to me, "Mommy, that's the man that says the bad words." I'm like, "Yes, that's the man that says the bad words. I love him." So Gary was like on repeat. And I remember him saying, "Start a podcast on Anchor, just get it done, just start." And I was waiting for a fancy microphone, a glass of wine, a studio. I don't know what the hell I was waiting for. And I'm like, this man's right. Like, I'm just going to do this. Stop waiting for these perfect environment, this perfect timing. It doesn't exist. So I had my Apple headphones. If you listen to my podcast back from the beginning, that was legit Gary's advice. Get in the car, wherever you are, who cares? Start. So I had my Apple headphones wired with my hoops. And my e-tag was going off because we didn't have any money when I launched my podcast. We were so dead broke. It was shocking. It was horrible. It was a very difficult time for our family. But I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to do this. I have a message I want to share. I don't care if anybody listens or not. This is more about me getting it out. I was doing a YouTube everyday vlog for 40 days. So like a behind the scenes. And now I'm really happy I did that because all the behind the scenes on how we built this business that you see here today is on YouTube. Like, you can go back and watch it. It is crazy. Like, we watch it quite a lot, me and my husband with the boys, and we're like, oh my God, do you remember that? Do you remember we were painting? Do you remember we had no money? All that shit. Anyway, so Gary told me to do this. I do this. 5 years later, we almost have 3 million downloads. The podcast has 2.8 million downloads, listeners in 219 countries. And on a Wednesday, the 8th of November, I am going to interview Gary Vaynerchuk. Like, what? Like, what? And one of my friends was like, "You must be so freaked out. You must be like, can't sleep." And I'm like, you know what? No, I'm so busy because we launched Next Level November. We hired a new team member. We completely transformed our program. We launched Next Level November. My mother's been in the hospital. Oh my God. The last thing I've been thinking about is that, but it's not in a way of, disrespect. I just haven't been able to be worried about it, which has been a good thing. It's been a good thing that I have been so busy doing shit that I haven't been like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So it's happening. And we're ready. We got the questions. It's only 15 minutes. That's all he has. I'm so grateful he could have said no. So I'm going to be speaking to Gary, and I wanted to let you know to look out for that episode. It's going to drop November 21st. Gary Vaynerchuk on the Confidence Chronicles podcast. Oh my God. Shit. What the hell am I going to talk to you about now? Oh my God. Like, I could just end the podcast right now, giving you this 5-minute update. So that is happening. I just wanted to tell you, okay? Whilst the juggle, and I think that one of the things I wanted to speak about today is how do we hold the duality of sadness and joy? How do we hold these things of excitement and amazing things and great stuff is happening and you want to be happy and you want to be joyful and there's a genocide? How do we hold desire and we want to hit goals and we want to make money and we want to expand and we want to get a pay rise and whatever, we want to blow up our business and there's poverty in the world? How do we hold these things? And I wanted to talk about this today, especially right now with what's going on in the world. And my standpoint and why I'm coming across is not about sides. Because let me just go ahead and say, to me, there's a side of life and there's a side of death. We're fucking humans. We're all human beings on planet Earth. And as a coach and as a therapist, as a mother, as a daughter, as a trauma survivor, as a lover, as a heart, as an empath, right? Who I am in this world, like my number one thing always on this show and in the work that I get to do is about raising us up to a higher level. How can I support you to be the best fucking you can be? How can I invite you into your greatness? How can I remind you that you are the fucking bomb, like it says in my intro? How can I remind each and every one of you that listen to this podcast to be better and kinder to yourself, to fill your cup, to be good with you, to look after you, to express your desires and your needs? That's what my work is about. I help women
to show up, to stand up, to be who they want to be, to heal their past, to create the future that they want to create for themselves, to do the scary shit, to take care of them, to make this fucking world a better place. When we get more aware of how we act in the world, when we're more aware of the conditioning and the limiting beliefs and the judgments and the bias and all the shit that we have because of our trauma or because of our upbringing, when we unlearn shit, we are better humans on the planet. When you're a better human on the planet, you're kinder to other humans who maybe not on a good journey right now, or maybe need extra love, or maybe are sick in the mind, or maybe have issues going on, and they could use with some kindness. Then we're more understanding, we're less judgmental, we're more united, unified, connected, all of that good stuff. And everybody that I listen to and the mentors I pay and I look up to, they're all about raising consciousness. Consciousness just means awareness. Raising your awareness. How can you become more aware of how you are in this world, of who you are and how you show up and how you treat other people, how you treat yourself? It all stems from that, I believe. And so that's what this work that I do is about. So I'm not going to talk about politics. That's not what I'm here to do. But what I want to say to you is there's an invitation for you right now and always. There's always stuff going on. There's not just stuff going on in the Middle East right now. There's stuff going on in Armenia. There's stuff going on in Syria. There's stuff going on in my country. Puerto Rico's having fucking hurricanes. There's stuff going on in Congo. There's stuff going on in the Ukraine. There's stuff going on in many places. If I didn't mention your place, please no disrespect. There's just so many things going on. I can't mention everything. But I say that to say that there are multiple things going on in this world that if all you did was watch the news and watch the bad things and followed accounts on social media that just said all the horrible shit, you would be so traumatized by watching this world, and you would start to think the world is a bad place. People are bad. Life sucks. When it rains every day, the rain is horrible. When you start to consume all of this and not take care of yourself and not shift your perspective, right, and your projection and the lens in which you see the world, and you don't take care of you, it starts to color the glasses differently. And so I guess in today's episode, I really wanted to talk about the duality. Am I a master and fully informed about everything? Hell no. Am I here to tell you what to do? No. Am I going to take a side? I'm not here for any of that. What I want to say to you is you can hold joy watching your children play and being grateful that they are safe. You can hold that joy and not have to feel guilty. You can hold that joy and also in the same beautiful heart that you have and in the mind that you have, also hold the sadness, the compassion, the prayers, the love, the care for people that are suffering in the world right now. You can have that. I had a beautiful discussion with a girlfriend of mine, and this is why this podcast episode came out of nowhere. I wasn't planning on talking about this, but it's such a time in our world, and I think for me, I really wanted to talk about it because you can be at the forefront of all of the causes. You can be there trying to support and help people in other countries. You can be the head of a non-for-profit. You can be the head of a council. You can be the head of a government, the head of a school. You can be running this thing. You know, the people in the military, or the people at police officers, or the ambulance workers, the nurses. These people are firsthand. They see a lot. Therapists hear and see a lot. As a coach, I hear and see a lot, especially a coach who attracts women with a lot of stuff, because I had a lot of stuff. So we can hold and see and hear a lot. How do we then be with moments of joy in our lives? Just because you're a first responder who's on a crime scene and you're seeing horrific things doesn't mean on the weekend when you're not working and your kid says something funny or you witness a moment of beautiful humanity, you can't cry with joy. You can't be happy. You're on a date and you want to be desired and you want to feel intimacy and romance and love, and you want to dream about going on a vacation and you want to dream about having a nice car, or you want to set a goal that you desire. You can also have that. And we were talking because right now, if we're not careful, we could continuously take on the worries of the world, even if it's directly affecting you. Your family may be living there, or you may be living there, or this might be something that's affecting you in your day-to-day. I invite you still to find the moments of joy. We are able to carry deep sadness for other people, deep care, deep compassion, and laugh, and be excited about a new job opportunity, and be stressing and worried about what the hell's going on in the world and what's happening for the future generations, and be protesting and marching and be sharing important stuff and signing petitions. And you can also hold the polarity of wanting to finish your degree, wanting to go on a date. Yeah, like, how can we be with all of this? This is the human condition. Like, as human beings, we have such a heart to hold multiple things. And so, I don't know who needs to hear this today, but an invitation for you to welcome joy as well. And that by you being miserable doesn't help anyone else. You're allowed to feel joy. You're allowed to feel excitement. You're allowed to want different things. You're allowed to dream. It doesn't make you less caring about the work and in the world that you want to do. I think if you ask me, as someone who in my work, my calling, my flag to bear that I'll always do for my whole life is going to be about supporting women to stand up, to heal their past, to go for what they want, to create an unstoppable fucking mindset, to be who they want to be. Like, always, I will be talking about this. This is my mission. Like, this is my race that I'm running. This is my path. I'm not passionate about helping women grow their business in the sense that I'm passionate about this. I'm not passionate about the environment, although that is important. I'm not passionate about it like I am about this. And someone else in this world has that as their cause. And I'm glad they do because it's important. It's just not my cause. So my cause absorbs my mind. It takes my soul. Like, I think about the women I've never worked with. I think about those of you listening to the podcast and watching my show. I think about all the people that I'm yet to help. I think about the women that are in domestically violent relationships right now who can't get out of these houses and how I could support them. Oh, I think about children who are struggling with parents with mental illness in foster care like I was as a kid, and how the fuck do we help them? My heart is consumed with being of service for my calling. So much so. But I have 2 children at home, my friend. They need a mother who's present. They need cuddles. They need love. They need nurture. I have a husband at home who I love to death. Beautiful man who I want to have an amazing relationship and friendship with him. And I want to have discussions and be present and talk to him. I've got my, it makes me emotional. I've got my uni degree. Like, I'm at university trying to get my degree so that I can shift and change the landscape in the mental health world. I actually want to make some big changes. I want to be a part of some changes with mental health. So I'm getting my bachelor's degree. I've got my mom in America in a mental hospital right now. And she was mute for 5 days. She wasn't speaking just 5 days ago. Sorry, she started speaking. And she was mute this whole time. So I've been holding my mom in my heart and all the trauma from years that comes with me and my mother in foster care. And then I've been holding the kids in the Middle East and all the shit that's going on there and going, fuck, what can we do? And then I've been holding my clients who are in violent relationships with partners who don't have the courage to leave. And then I've been holding my amazing clients who are killing it and doing incredible work in the world. And I'm holding my team members. And I'm holding myself and what I want and my dreams and my desires and my needs, right? Like, I'm holding my business. I restructured my programs. We launched a massive thing. And how can we hold all of this? What an amazing capacity that we have as human beings. What an amazing heart you have that you care so much. If you're out there and you're like, oh my God, Eric, I haven't been sleeping. I've been crying. I've been so sad. I don't know how to hold this. I just invite you to take whatever break you need to take. Doesn't mean you don't care. And you're not here to perform, by the way. Listen, I'm so lucky. I don't have anybody that trolls me on my page. Maybe 1 or 2 messages in the 5 years that I've built this amazing online community. And I got a message the other day, someone yelling at me about why I wasn't posting about things enough. I'm like, I'm posting. I don't know what you're looking at. Oh, you're not posting this enough, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm not here to perform for you, baby boo. I'm not a performer. I know what I stand for. And those that follow me, those that watch me, they know what I stand for. Of course, I don't stand for killing. Of course, I don't stand for that. No way. But also look after you. Because who's reminding you to look after you? Who's going to pay your bills when you don't pay them? Who's going to cuddle your children when you don't cuddle them? Who's going to be present in your life if you're not present? Who's going, hey, did you eat today? Hey, that's enough social media. Hey, put the phone down. Hey, turn the news off. Hey, baby, lay down. Why don't you soak your feet? Why don't you get in the bath? Who's doing that for you? I'm not listening to anybody else right now. I know who the fuck I am and what I'm here to message and what I'm here to say and what I'm here to do. Thank you. I don't need you to tell me what to do. And blessed that I don't get that. Blessed. I know a lot of my friends that are, big in the space. They get trolls. I don't, thank goodness for whatever reason. I don't know. But thank you, right? I'm blessed. And if they come, cool. I'm cool with that too. Like, I know who I am. But I know I can't be out in the world changing things that so need change, by the way. I can't be shifting and changing and being a part of the impact when I'm not good. And neither can you. And I'm talking even if you got children, even if you work a 9 to 5, even if all you have to do is make sure that you brush your teeth, feed your body, drink water, and get your sleep. If there's no one else you got to look after, you still have to look after yourself. And when you are empty, my friend, you can't. So use this podcast as an invitation to check in with yourself. My message right here is about you. Take care of you, especially if you know that you want to make a difference in someone else's life, especially if you want to speak your voice and have it be heard, especially if you know you're here to do a big impact. I feel like my work is a big impact. And so I need extra sleep. I need extra nutrients. I need extra nourishment. It's a fucking marathon. I got to rest. I got to sleep. I got to get up. I got to plan. I got to train because I want to be here for a very long time doing this work. I want you to be listening in this 2,000 episodes, 10,000 episodes. I want to continue to do this work. But if I burn myself out and if I can't find moments of joy in my day-to-day, I know that there's a problem. I know that I need to move back. I know that I need to fill up. And so I don't know if that's for you right now, but if that's you, take this moment to fill up for you. What do you need to sustain you? You need something to keep you going so that you can continue to do the good fight that you're doing. But you can't self-abandon. Self-abandoning is not going to give you that bandwidth. Self-abandoning is not going to change anything. Self-abandoning is actually going to stop you and the cause that you're here to serve, and the message, and the time, and the people that you're here to impact, whether it's people at your work, or whether it's people in your direct family, or your children to come. Maybe they're not here yet. But just remember that at the end of the day, if you're not good, you can't touch or do anything from yourself. It has to come from you. Be good with you, get good with you, and know that you can hold the polarities of severe sadness, anger, upset, frustration. I'm so frustrated with the United States government. I can't even tell you. I live in Australia and I've loved living in Australia. I've been frustrated with my government since I was a kid. There's just so much that doesn't make fucking sense to me. But I know a lot of governments have this. But instead of me complaining and getting pissed off and getting upset and working myself up, I still have to show up tomorrow. I have to go home tonight and tuck my kids into bed, and I want to be present with them. I want them to see me. I want to model what living balance is going to look like. How do we have balance in these moments? I can't be on the news 24/7 crying about what's going on. How am I going to mother my kids? How am I going to feed myself? I need to make sure I bathe myself and that I'm looking after myself. So just use this time to really check in. How can I look after myself better? When do I need to stop? When is enough? When do I need to slow down? What's something practical and positive that I can do to be of service? And then when is enough? When is enough? How do I know that's enough? When can I come back and fill myself? Where is there joy in my life right now that I can celebrate? Are there little pockets and moments of gratitude? Right now, for me, I am just in deep gratitude. Not guilt, gratitude. I'm grateful. Every fucking day, every night. I do this night routine with my kids. I've spoken about it on the podcast. My kids are in my bed with my husband and me. There's a lot of us in the bed. And I just grab my kids' feet. And every day I'm like, man, your feet are getting bigger and bigger. And when I've not been present and I touch their feet and their feet feel huge, I'm like, oh my God, where have I been? I may have air quotes been there, but am I there? No, I've been busy. I've been thinking. I've been out of my body. And so I touch my kids, my little kids' feet, touch my husband. I breathe them in and I'm like, thank you. And I was doing this before war and all the things that were happening. I was always doing this because when I lost my husband at 23, my husband was a kid. He was a baby once. His mother once touched his little baby leg. His mother co-slept with him once. And I am a mother doing that. I don't know how long I have my kids for. I don't know how long I have my life for. So because I lost my husband, I lost life because of the grief of losing someone, I now know what it's like to love someone even more. And so the fact that they're there while they're there, I don't know how long anyone will be here, but I'm going to fucking love them up and let them know about it. And so there are so many moments of gratitude during my day and joy. And then there are frustration. And then there's fucking sadness. But I got to have me. You got to have you. And so check in. What's a practice that you need to add to your day-to-day whilst all this is happening for you? How can you hold some joy? What else can you be happy about in your life? Is there anything you can be grateful for right now in this moment? I know there is. What are you doing to sit with that gratitude, to really feel the joy and the happiness and the gratitude in your heart? And then get back to it, of course. But just making sure you're looking after you, because we can hold both. And I've got a lot of fucking sadness in my life right now. My personal life for the last 2 weeks has been a hot ass mess. Oof. I've just cried so fucking much the past 2 weeks. It's been really hard with my mom. I'm deep in some therapy right now because I know I'm being re-traumatized from all the years of abuse and all the years of her going to mental hospitals and all the years of my foster care and just the re-trauma. I know. I'm like, I know what this is. I remember this feeling. And there's actually like so much story coming out of me that I've been writing. And I'm like, oh my God, is this a book about being a fucking daughter of a bipolar mother? It's coming out of my pores. I think it's starting to write itself. So I've been crying a lot. And like my heart's big. So crying about everything. And then also trying to find some joy about fucking Gary Vee. Trying to find some joy about this TED Talk. Trying to find some joy that we have almost 3 million downloads to this podcast. Because of you, this podcast is being listened to in 219 countries. I didn't even know there was 219 countries. So shout out to you and thank you. And another day will come, right? So that's my invitation for you today. Hold the duality. Find the pockets of joy. Find out what you need to do for you to check in with your gratitude. And thank you for the love from the last episode, the exercise that changed my life. So many of you sent me screenshots. A couple people stopped me in the streets and they were like, hey, I listened to your podcast. I did that exercise one. That was amazing. A man told me, sent me a message. A man was like, I know some men listen, some non-binary people listen. What up, what up, what up? So happy to have you here. Was like, I did that exercise. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. And I'm like, wow, people sending me screenshots of their 3 circles. So for those of you that listened to last week's episode, if you didn't go back and listen to it, it's pen and paper type of episode. But thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And we all hold duality all day, every day. Somebody cuts you off, you're like, fuck you. And then you go to work and you're like, good morning, everyone. Then you see your kids and you're like, hi, baby, how are you? Goo goo gaga. And then you're like, this other person is an asshole. And you're like, fuck this guy. You know, like we're constantly changing positions. And so I want to remind you to find that joy, okay? Find the joy, find the gratitude. I love you so much. Watch your narrative. The world's not a terrible place. There's some terrible things, but there's some great people. There's some great things. There's some great organizations. There's some fucking Wayne Dyer used to say, rest in peace, that man, Dr. Wayne Dyer would say, like somebody asked him once in a talk that he gave, you know, why do kids go hungry and why do kids starve and why would God do this? And you know, that's what they said to him. And he was like, whilst that's happening, there's also someone on the other side of the world building a foundation, getting money together to feed the children, doing this to help the people. So these people are helping and these people are suffering. And if they weren't suffering, would there be someone helping? And if someone's helping, would someone be suffering? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Chicken before the egg. If a fucking tree falls, does it make a sound? All that shit. I don't know. I don't have the answer. But I loved the perspective of, yeah, that suffering is happening. And also there's people that give a fuck and are trying to help and do things. And how fucking beautiful that we can have all that feeling as human beings. All that feeling and all that joy, and we get to see what kind of world is this and what kind of world do we want it to be? How can we impact the kind of world that it is? Your lens, your projection, your perspective is everything. Everything. Anyway, I'm fucking rambling. I love you. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you so much love, so much fucking love and gratitude for you being on the show and rocking with me. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you next week, my love.
Thank you so much for listening. I freaking love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your ears and your energy and your attention. Thank you for letting me into your world. And thank you so much for listening and tuning in to this podcast. There are so many podcasts you can listen to, and I deeply, deeply, for real, appreciate you listening to mine. Do me one big favor, one big thing. Please share this episode or this podcast with a woman who you know needs to hear this. This is my mission on planet Earth, to serve as many women as possible so that we could show up, stand up, speak up, and create the confidence and the life that we desire. I appreciate you, my love. I will see you on the next episode.